All right, good evening, everyone. Katie here, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Vlad. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing fine. How are you, Katie?
I'm doing pretty good. Tonight, we have the Losers Bracket Round 2 match between GLODDIES, which is Not So Zany and Fluff, versus All Chus Must Be Eliminated, which is The Squirrel Says Meow and MJ. And I think this is going to be an excellent match.
I will be honest, I haven't seen either of these teams play this tournament, but I think it's going to be a great match too.
Yeah, it's we've had some amazing matches the past couple that have been played, and we've had some really interesting boards. So I'm excited to get the board and see what our teams are going to be fighting over.
Oh yeah. I mean, the boards this year have been very well curated by our lovely Sean, who's in chat right now.
Hi, Sean.
And he does a great job at choosing boards, not gonna lie.
Yes. And let's also thank our wonderful restreamer, Jason. And now we have the board. Let's take a look.
Ooh.
Ooh.
First line is pretty interesting, I have to say.
Yeah. I see 10 Gold Ring Koroks, and then I saw 2 Divine Beast main quests.
Gotta love that. But, you know, there's one Divine Beast main quest, so, like...
Yeah.
That could work out, I think.
Yeah, that might be an interesting synergy for sure, because it's not a specific Divine Beast. You could just choose, which I would say the 2 fastest would be Meadow and Ruda. But depending... I'm not seeing anything else that might push it towards a different Divine Beast choice there. Maybe Ruby Circlet, but like you don't really need Meadow for that. Or I'm sorry, Naboris for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think those two, if we are to see, especially since there's like 15 Linear Koroks and stuff like that, I think it's most likely that we're gonna see Ruta and Meadow.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's like a lot of synergy. I like this board. There's a lot of synergy with like regions in here because like there's Diving is Beauty, the Spring of Wisdom. There's obtain a material directly from Nadra and then like kill an ice typed Wezro, like all of which you can get like roughly in the same region.
Yeah, and all the chest in Miro Shaz Shrine. I don't think I've done that one yet. So we do have 2 different bridles, as Savage has pointed out, which that's both of the horseback mini games. Like that just seems like a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, I personally love the archery, like horseback archery minigame.
So bad at that one.
But like the other one, like for the extravagant bridal, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably just skip it.
See, I'm better. Work. Yeah, I'm better at the horseback jumping. Like even during my 100% run, doing the balloons with like the best bow and the bomb arrows, it still took me 2 tries. So doing it during a bingo would just take even more. That's usually one of the ones that I'm just like, I attempted a couple of times and I'm like, all right, that's good enough. Goal marked.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. But like I feel like especially since we have like divine beasts in the board that we could do, the horseback archery one is like works great because then you can get the Geb and just absolutely destroy that with bomb arrows too.
What I'm not seeing, I think the quickest goal that we would see, and it's not even that fast, would be the wooden mob. I don't think there's one on Plateau. I could be wrong. But there's really not a lot of fast. Maybe 3 fairies would be like the fastest, but I don't see anything like Plateau specific.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think we have anything that would be done like super quickly.
Yeah.
Unless like somebody's absolutely a beast and does any Lionel equipment like right out of the gate, you know?
Oh my god. I mean, it's possible if you go to Kamyatak, get a couple of the weapons there, and then go up to the Coliseum for that Lionel. It wouldn't be terrible. It's not ideal. Um that would be not relatively fast, probably one of the fastest ones on here.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Um
think fastest in here, like probably like personally, me,
mhm.
like very counterintuitively, but you know, Lineru Koroks, like 15 Lineru Koroks is surprisingly fast. Like you can just get
That's
to the
true.
wetlands and like get done, and then like right out of the gate, if you really rush it, you can get like 3 fairies in CAC pretty quickly too.
Yeah. Oh, MB just pointed out that there is a Lionel equipment in the castle, so that wouldn't be that
That
bad.
that's true, yeah.
I always forget about
There's the shield.
the shield in the castle, and our runners are off. So yeah, let's see what they decide to go for first. I mean, it really could be anything because there's, like we said, there's nothing like plat specific that you're like rushing to get right this second. Um,
Mm.
I think everyone has a little bit of time to you know make a couple of preparations before they're going. I would just be worried about getting the 3 fairies now because what if you lose it later? I'm pretty sure that's one of those ones that if you lose it, you have to unmark it.
Oh
So,
yeah. Like keeping the fairies is part of the challenge.
oh my gosh, so challenging, especially in bingo, especially in the early game bingo when you know, it's easy to get sniped by just about everything.
Oh yeah. Like you're running it about with just 3 hearts. You just screw up a wind bomb, you're done
Mhm.
for, you know? So
Yeah. So let's see. MJ going to the speedrunners Boko camp. That one's very popular for any percent. And for I would say about half the bingoers. I prefer going to the old man's hut almost immediately.
I think the old man's hut is like a really good choice, like right out of the gate. But I think if you're like going for just speed and like what's closest, maybe the Boko camp is
Yeah.
what's gonna be the
Yeah,
bet.
I definitely think the Boko camp is more popular for lockout just because you do get those couple of things much faster. You don't necessarily need everything at the old man's house, though you can get 10 bomb arrows.
You can
So,
get 10 bomb arrows and the
yes.
doublet. So like, oh wow, wooden
Oh,
mop
and
already.
we got the wooden mop
Okay,
from
that's a wooden
Squirrel.
mop I didn't know was there
Yeah,
particularly.
I didn't know that one either. That's good to
Huh.
know.
Yeah. Man, that just goes to show this game is just so big, and like soon enough we're gonna have more of it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Did you watch the Nintendo video today?
I did, like I was debating whether or not I should, because like I was thinking, well maybe I should go into Breath of the Wild 2, just like I went into Breath of the Wild, which is
That's
like
fair.
knowing nothing.
Yeah,
But damn,
we
I
won't
watched
say
it.
anything. It's good. It's good.
It's really good. It's looking good. I am
Um,
excited. There's some mechanics that I'm gonna love.
yep.
Absolutely.
All right, and Zany is in castle picking up a couple of weapons. Probably gonna get that Lionel.
No,
Um,
damn it, you missed the Oh man, that cutscene just screwed him up.
yeah.
Alright, he's going
Just
for the shield.
run for your life.
Yeah,
it's,
just
it's
get the
fair.
shield.
Just get in and get out. Yeah, you have to collect
And
the
done.
2,000 first, but I believe you can spend the 2,000 rupees. But yeah,
Yeah, I think
now
you
we
have
are
to
all
like
tied up.
have 2,000 rupees at one point, but
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, so we see already a few goals marked off. We're gonna have...
MJ's looking for some fairies in the wasteland area. There's 2 in this little pond.
I personally, in her place, I would just get up and do a backflip. It's risky, but it works out a few times.
Oh, no. Yeah, these ones like to fly high. They can be very temperamental. Or in my case, I sometimes accidentally alert the Lizalfos and then get shocked, and then I die and lose the fairy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the problem with this little pond is just it has a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
There's electric stuff around you too, so I'd be careful.
Yeah. And I see Squirrel just got the other bomb arrow chest, so I think they are on their way to collecting the 20 bomb arrows.
Absolutely. Looks like Squirrel got 2 chests for bomb arrows already, right?
I think so, yeah.
And I think Bloof is going for it too. All right, so MJ has got 2 fairies. And I am not used to seeing like 4 screens at the same time and keeping up with everything anymore.
And like right now, it's not very clear what everyone's going for, and they're kind of all spreading out. And I think that's what's going to make this board really fun. We're either going to see a lot of snipes, or we're going to see like hardly any. I don't think there's going to be any in between with this board because they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Squirrel is heading at the Coliseum. Getting a chest. Is that it? I think that is a bomb arrow chest.
Didn't know that was there, but you know. Ooh. So it is.
Yeah. Bomb arrows can be surprisingly easy to get if you know where the chests are. You can get quite a few early bingo or early game.
Mm-hmm. And that reminds me, like getting bomb arrows reminds me of the old any percent route. Or like you relied too much on RNG, so you could either get like 30 bomb arrows or none.
And Zany got the Royal Guard's gear side quest, which I mean they were just in castle, so that makes sense that they would pick that up. Yeah.
Static fairy, nice. MJ is about to.
That's another good static fairy. But yeah, we might see a snipe with the bomb arrows because Floof also just got the same bomb arrow chest that Squirrel did. So I think Squirrel's just slightly ahead.
I think so too.
And I think this will be the 20. Yep, this should be it. But I mean, like this isn't such a waste for GLODDIES just because like who can't use more bomb arrows in the course of
absolutely. Like especially considering like the divine beasts. If you really do decide to go for the divine beasts, this is just great actually because
So while the snipe is kind of like I just missed it, like this isn't a waste by any sense of the word. Like Floof is gonna use these bomb arrows, so.
Absolutely. We see MJ doing some grocery shopping before carrying on.
Mm-hmm. At everyone's favorite Kaya 1 shrine with all of the hardy radishes and Endura shrooms, bingo players' dream.
Okay. I wonder what the thought process is, because she just arrived at Kaya 1, she did the grocery shopping, and now she worked back to Plateau.
Yeah, interesting.
Wonder what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's the thing about this board. This board is crazy. Like, everybody's going for something, it looks completely different right now.
Though Zany is heading straight towards Rito Village, so I think we're gonna see a really early Meadow.
Yeah, I think so too. And like considering Meadow, like if you know how to do it, you can get it down in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, even without all of the fancy glitches and wind bombs and, you know, skew clipping, like, you can do it casually pretty fast. I think I still use, like, the 2017 All Dungeons speedrun, like, routing for it.
and it's like pretty efficient too, like.
Yeah.
And now I'm wondering, like, sure, you waste a lot of time with like cutscenes and whatnot with like doing the divine beasts and all that, but like don't you get like 20 bomb arrows?
You do get
Like
20
right
bomb
out of the
arrows for
gate?
this one. Yep.
It's like we're almost 10 minutes in and like 20 bomb arrows was marked maybe like a minute and a half ago. Like, do you think it's viable to like rush Meadow to just get the 20 bomb arrows and mark it off like super quick?
I don't think so. Not with being able to get 10 on plat like right next to each other.
That's fair.
I think if it were like shock arrows or ice arrows, that would be different. But with 10 on plat, like within a minute of each other, I don't think it's worth going all the way to Meadow just for that goal.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I hope no one confuses the snow quill boots for the trousers. That would be a very costly mistake.
That would be an expensive mistake.
Yes, very.
And yeah, absolutely. Snow boots requires camera. Oh.
Yeah. All right. And MJ just killed an ice type Wizrobe. Really, like, I love these little mountains, the Crino Hills, I think is what it's called, because it has every type of Wizrobe. So you need a specific type of Wizrobe to kill, you can guarantee one in these hills, which is nice.
Absolutely. And it's like it's pretty close to a lot of places, like particularly it's like beside Castle and beside Lanero, so also not too far away from Death Mountain, so very convenient.
Yeah. Oh, Floof just died. We're getting some lagging from him, so couldn't see exactly what happened, but
yeah, no, we're getting some dropped frames, unfortunately.
Yeah. But it looks like Squirrel is at it.
Damn, like
got the sneaky elixir. That looks like that is the not the wetland stable. The stable where the mounted or the fence jumping is. Is that wetland? No.
Wait. Which one is this?
I thought that was wetland.
I'm confused. This is Highland stable?
Is that Highland stable, that's it.
Yeah.
I knew wetland wasn't right.
It's a fair mistake. I confused it with wetland stable for a minute there too.
But yeah, all Chus must be exterminated. They do have a nice little lead right now, but I mean these are a lot of long goals. I think it's still anyone's game.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I think like maybe and
MJ's going for Mirror Shaz.
I don't know. There's so many long goals in this board. Like it's all over the place, really.
Yeah, and Zany's back at Plateau, so I'm a little surprised. I thought for sure we were going to see Meadow. Because it would be really fast. Like, you're all the way there. At least I would.
Yeah, I absolutely would try and rush Meadow. And not to, like, necessarily snipe it or something, but more so to, like, secure that longer goal that it's probably in the back burner for the other runners.
And then kind of be like, you know, I've already got one Divine Beast done. Don't even, like, think about doing two. And then, like, you know, you kind of almost have a lock on a second goal.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
fruitcake. Okay. Collecting things for fruitcake. Yeah, I did see that
that's
they
true.
bought some stuff.
That's true, yeah. But like fruitcake is also a goal that you could have done, that you can do, like as you're doing Meadow, right? So
Yeah.
like you wouldn't really need to come back to Plat as long as you'd gotten like
Yeah.
an apple, because like you need an apple, a wild berry, sugarcane, and wheat, I think.
I think you need a third fruit. You need 3 palm fruit, or you need 3 different fruits. So I usually like a palm fruit, or a mighty
Hmm.
banana. Yeah. Oh, it's only 2 fruit. Okay. Sean corrected me. I trust Sean more than I trust my memory.
That's fair, yeah. I
It's only 2 different fruit. Okay. I thought it was 3. So yeah. If Mrs. Spock and Sean say it's 2, okay, I trust them.
Oh, I see. So Zany forgot.
Yeah. And MJ's just got all of the chest in Miro Shaz. Um, I always forget like where that one's at.
I would have had to look it up on the object map. I don't know my shrines as much as I used to.
Yeah, I'm so bad. And this is requisite Jason dropping the test your shrine knowledge site.
Yeah, absolutely. LearnTheShrines.com.
Yeah. Have I ever done it? No. Will I? No. Should I? Yes.
You know what? I have. It's
Nice.
a cool website.
I think I poked around for like 5 minutes and I was just like, I don't have the brain capacity for this. Yeah, another snipe for all Chus.
Damn. They they are really going, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because Fluff just looks like he just got there. Yeah, okay, so like I said, we were either gonna see a bunch of snipes or none. Kind of thinking on the same wavelength for it. So
Okay, so Squirrel did something that I absolutely hate doing, which is using bombs to destroy ore deposits.
yeah.
And also, yeah, what the hell was that RNG? That was a ruby, actually a sapphire and a diamond.
It's blessed. Yeah, Squirrel's RNG is just the RNG we all wish for.
Yeah, like,
That'll be
Squirrel
nice for
probably
getting the
got
2,000 rupees.
those 600 or 500 rupees from the guy that just wants to meet
The Great
the
Fairy.
fairy,
Yeah.
and like 500 more. So like at the very least, he's sitting at like 8,300 rupees.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Squirrel's gonna, that's probably where he's heading right now, to the guy that we're totally not stealing from. Not at all. We totally take that to the Great Fairy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Goal should be 2,000 rupees without robbing the poor guy.
No, it's 2,000 if you don't rob him, 2,500 if you do. That's the tax.
Oh wow. Okay, so Squirrel is going to Kamyatak's, probably gonna get the diamond and be
Yep.
done with that too.
And Fluff had another
Damn.
death I didn't see. Unfortunately.
Alright, so like in terms of like rushing that goal of like 2,000 rupees, you could just go to Mount Satori, get the static diamond under that little rock. Come to Kamyatak, get the other diamond
here.
and then like get the money from the guy, so like it's already 1,500 into it, and then you just like you're practically guaranteed to get another diamond or something in another chest, and it's not like you can just like feed a dog and get like a star fragment or something.
Exactly. Yeah, 2,000 really isn't that. It seems like a lot at first, but like a couple of concentrated places, you've got it. Yeah, I don't think Squirrel needs this diamond. I mean, if he's the one that's going to be planning on like doing Ruby Circlet or Snow Boots, he probably just wants to have a bunch extra just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. Like at this point, having the extra, you know, headroom for upgrading and also like getting the Vi outfit.
Mm-hmm. And Zany is also getting the static diamond. So Zany, we might be seeing another snipe.
Oh yeah. I think probably because now Squirrel probably just has to sell stuff. Like if he already has 3 diamonds, that he's got 2,000.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. For sure. Yeah, I don't think Fluff is going to
Yes, that is the Shrouded Shrine, yeah.
Is gonna save Nadra, because he got the Nadra scale chest in Castle. Yeah. But yeah, the Shrouded Shrine is the Typhlo Ruins. Which is, again, couple of weapons and a quick bliss. It's not that difficult of a goal. Especially with blissing in, you can see the giant orb glowing. So it makes it very easy to find.
You can also see his eye when like you're fighting. So
that's true, yeah. But just getting to his location is very easy because you can see the orb. All right, and that is the 2,000 rupees for Squirrel and all Chus. So they are cleaning up pretty fast. It is now 7-2. Again, I still think it's anyone's game. We have a lot of long goals still to be done.
Absolutely. If GLODDIES just does this end game really well, I think it's still winnable.
Yeah, especially because they already have kind of a leg up when it comes to doing meta, which would be a Divine Beast, which would kind of signal, hey, I'm already halfway done with the second goal. Don't, you know, might not want to waste your time doing that. And the fruitcake. So they kind of have a head up, you know, leg up on some of these. But I kind of like the all Chus strategy of just like, all right, this is the goal. This is what we're going to focus on. And there goes the fruitcake. So
fruitcake done, and now probably we're going to see I don't wanna say anything because like I've been surprised with my probablys every single time in this board. But I think it's a safe bet. It was a safe bet that was gonna be Meadow, but apparently not.
Yeah. So yeah, now I think MJ isn't Snowy Regions. Oh, she's by the Hebra Tower.
Yeah, Hebra Tower.
Okay.
Hebra? I don't know.
I always said Hebra.
Jason said the other day, I think it was Hebra, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, that one tower where it's cold and snowy.
Yep, that's the one.
If you're going by the Japanese pronunciation, okay, well then it's probably Hebra. Cool. Me and my, you know, uneducated English and can only speak one language, so.
Hey, one language is all we need, so it's fine.
I am kind of curious why MJ is getting this tower.
I think it's probably to find the secret hot springs easier. Because like I know a lot of people struggle to get those ones down.
That's true.
Without the map.
Yeah, that's true. And now Fluff is heading toward Zora.
Probably to get fish drama and a few quicker goals from Zora. So
right.
like, I guess diving is beauty.
Do you need Ruta for that though?
I don't
No,
think
no,
you need
you just
Ruta,
need
just
you
fish
just need
drama.
you just need fish drama. And Squirrel's doing Koroks. Okay.
Wasteland Koroks, so we're gonna see that be done fairly quickly. I don't like Wasteland Koroks particularly. There's a lot of
Right.
Koroks that are like ambiguous on
Yeah.
whether or not they're Wasteland or Gerudo.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I don't think Fluff has the shock arrows. I didn't see him opening chests with shock
does
arrows.
doesn't need the shock arrows yet.
No, not yet.
So yeah, lines for this. Okay, yeah.
And then I'm trying to see where Zanie's at.
Wow, that was an attempt at a super.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of lost at where he's at.
Yeah, same.
Typhlo Ruins, that's where he's at.
Okay, there we go. That makes that
Yeah.
easy.
This this match just has me all confused, man. Like
Yeah.
I never know what anyone's doing, but it's
Yeah.
impressive.
It really is. I'm just surprised he decided to win bomb over. But yeah, I prefer to bliss over because then you can get right in the middle because that's where the Hinox is right in the middle. Whereas if you kind of win bomb and don't get far enough, you kind of have to wander around in the dark, which
It's
is
not pleasant.
easy.
No.
All right, and yeah, MJ has marked the secret hot springs, so that's what she's gonna be going for.
It doesn't need to mark 4 though.
Yeah, I think there's only 3.
I think she marked one that is like hidden inside a mountain, but it's not. I don't think it's named technically.
Right. Yeah, I thought there were only 3 named ones.
Yeah, that's what I think. There's like one at the bottom at the end of the track. There's one like closer to I forgot her name, but like the shield lady.
Selmy.
And then Selmy, exactly. So one near Selmy where there's like a moblin just chilling there. And then there's one like back, like behind the mountain range.
Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting to watch Zany kind of wander around. Picked up a torch. All right, found the Hinox, ready to go. Wolf is kind of wandering around, cooking some food. So might be getting ready to do the Divine Beast.
I mean, at this point, he probably needs to get the shock arrows from the mountain, so he probably needs a little bit of headroom too.
Yeah.
With the health.
Yeah, even if you're careful, just trying to collect the shock arrows from the mountain is just frustrating and difficult.
That's another reason I don't really like doing Wasteland Koroks.
One's and he just got stomped.
Damn.
Oh.
And that is why, kids, you take like your bomb arrows and a really strong bow and just snipe them from the air with some stamina food.
Yeah, there is a really good video of Typhlo Ruins without the dark. Someone like took away, like lit it up and did a video, and it's really cool.
I think I haven't seen that yet, so I'm gonna have to look it up. Because I wonder how Typhoon Ruins looks.
Yeah, it would be nice if they like maybe after you cleared the shrine that like it lit up so you could see it, because there's a lot of detail in it that you just don't really see, which is sad.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
All right, looks like Fluff is doing Diving's Beauty, or I thought we're getting we're getting a lot of lag, so it's hard to see.
I think he's gonna get the shock arrows.
Yeah.
When bombing over to the thing.
And Squirrel's just chugging along with the Koroks, trying to avoid the electric keys, which are, you know, the most difficult boss in the game, next to Flower Blight.
There's one thing I hate about shock keys is that like if you just drop a bomb and run away and explode, there's a really good chance that the electric keys is just gonna hit you.
Yep.
And still kill you, so it's very annoying.
It's so annoying. But yeah, MJ is kind of looking for these hot springs.
Yeah, making her way to Hebra, which is just crawling with Stalfos.
It's one of those where you're like, I wish I would have just made it day when I could have.
Yeah.
It's worth the time loss. I think Zany died again because I see him flying back into...
Yeah, I think so too, unfortunately.
It's rough. I'm surprised that since he was at Tabantha, he didn't just pop over to the fairy fountain, get some of the thistle, and just make an attack up food.
Yeah, I would have thought about that too. I think my first instinct...
Oh, he reloaded. Okay.
When there's like fight X enemy, just to probably get some attack foods to like get it done very quickly.
Oh, okay. He didn't have any arrows, so he reloaded. That's fair. Okay.
I see. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, this can be very difficult if you run out of arrows. Oh.
Oh, damn.
And, oh, that's just sometimes the rough thing about doing some of these enemies in a bingo when you are just so squishy.
Yeah, like the game is ruthless with stuff like this, and like we all know like how bad autosaves are.
Oh my gosh, they can be so bad. But MJ now has at least one spring. I meant to check out a squirrel. He got the last Korok to see how many he had, but then I was distracted by Zany and Hinox.
Looks like Floof is gonna get Naja freed. Did he get Diving's Beauty?
I didn't see it, and it's
he
not.
Did.
Okay, okay.
It's marked, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's tricky with some of the lag. It seems to be running a little bit better now, though. So
yeah. Still laggy, but better.
Yeah. Though maybe he's not freeing Nadra. He might just go and drop it, and then that'll be the Spring of Wisdom. So.
But it's the shrine quest, so you have to free Nadra.
Oh, do you have to free? Oh, for the shrine quest. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't think it opens up if you don't free Nadra.
Okay, that's
or maybe
true.
It does. I don't remember. I don't think he has the quest, but you can complete the quest and then go get it. It's,
right.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But the Hinox has finally killed GG Zany. And now we're at 5-7. So, like, they definitely brought it back.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, just a few of these quicker goals that were a little bit of a later game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it does work. You don't have to free Naja. Alright, yeah, you learn something new every day, apparently.
Okay. This is the all shrine strat, okay. And you
I
hate
mean,
it.
I get it. I get it. Like all shrines, it's a speedrun. Like it's better than the Ollie clip, let's face it. Damn.
But yeah, he's realizing that
Doesn't have the quest.
Doesn't have the quest. Now this does put him in a good spot to free Naja later if it comes down to it. Not gonna lie, I'm still surprised that we haven't seen Meadowdon at this point.
Right? Like, damn. I think like there's just a lot of setup being done to like get that down quickly.
And I think at this point, either team's like, well, you know, maybe the other team's already started it, so I'm not gonna rush it now.
Like at this point, like half an hour later, like there's really a lot of other things you could be focusing on.
Yeah. Because I'm sure they're not gonna see the 12 like GLODDIES isn't gonna see 12 Wasteland Koroks coming. That is not what I would be doing at this point with the other goals on the board. But then again, I don't really like doing Wasteland, like especially 12. Like 6 isn't too bad, but 12 is like you're pushing it there.
Yeah.
And MJ has now discovered all 3 hot springs. And they take the lead a little bit more now. And I'm pretty sure Squirrel is pretty close to having 12.
Yeah, I think so too. Like at this point, he's been doing Koroks for a while now. Yeah, don't you love it when the game just doesn't want to work?
Oh. Yeah, I think Floof is confused. I think Floof is gonna free Naja, thinking that's what you need for the quest. Don't need a free Naja for the quest, but it is a goal. So again, this isn't a waste. I think GLODDIES has gotten very lucky with the things that they're doing. They're not a waste. You know, that's been really, really nice for them. I just worried, does Floof have enough arrows to do this? You know, if you're not expecting to do, and I don't think he has any cold protection, so it's.
I mean, you only really need like 4 arrows, but more than that, you can just throw weapons. Like I've done free Naja with the boomerang once because I ran out of arrows.
Oh wow, that's the pro strat.
Like we work with what we get, you know.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, you only need 4. You need more if you're a bad shot like me. So. My aiming is less than ideal a lot of the time.
You know, in like Tears of the Kingdom, it seems like that problem's kind of fixed.
Yes.
And I'm so excited by about that mechanic in particular. Like I just know I'm gonna love it.
It's gonna be interesting for sure. Yeah, is MJ going for the bridle? Maybe, I don't know. Definitely buying arrows.
Alright.
So might be going for the bridle. For Knight's bridle, I guess.
I would have expected Squirrel to go for bridle because he does have the war point, I believe.
He has extravagant bridle because he has it for. Oh my gosh, we just discussed what the what that stable was.
Yeah, Highland Stable.
Highland. I don't know why I can never remember Highland Stable. I go to it frequently enough.
Floof is getting unlucky with this one. I don't think he's got enough food to play around with this goal, so yeah, we'll see.
And you just died.
Alright, I think it's a safe bet, like a safe-ish bet, that MJ might be going over to the Bantha. Because, like, why else would have she warped? I don't know anymore, but why else would have she warped to...
They don't... Either team is making it easy to know what they're doing.
Damn it, I'm just trying to, like, guess one thing right, but, like, at every turn, I am incorrect.
Our teams just keep us in suspense and on our toes.
Yeah.
Because squirrels and Caxo, I think 15 Linear Koroks is what we're gonna see next. Squirrel is pretty adept with the Korok, so this doesn't surprise me.
I wonder where she's going. Like, she's going over to that region, so like Laneiru / Kakariko, right? That's the general direction that MJ's heading for.
Yeah, Laneiru, possibly. Because there's nothing else.
Okay, so like we have Squirrel doing Koroks, but maybe she's gonna get camera, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Because there are 2 camera goals.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice. Or maybe I think she's gonna do the Spring of Wisdom Shrine.
Ooh.
And like get a material.
That makes sense why she was buying. She has the fire rod.
Arrows, fire rod, and the doublet. So like she does not have a problem with cold.
Oh, that's probably the strat.
Okay. She's flying past CAC. I think that's a safe bet to say that she's going to save.
I think we're going to see it now. Will she remember that the shrine quest for the Spring of Wisdom is not up here?
I don't know, Spock. Like these runners are getting the best of us at every turn. Like I have no clue why nobody's done Meadow yet. Like it could have been done and gone a long time ago.
Oh, and I never thought. Oh, I was like, I would never have thought to bliss from here, but I think Squirrel had enough issues and it's just gonna make an ice block and go for it.
Yeah. That's one Korok that I don't like getting ever.
Yeah.
Like it just has a bad place to leave.
It's not, or I would get that last before I would like warp to my next goal.
Usually just like if I was to get linear Koroks, I'd probably get this one and then linearly get the other 14 that are in the wetlands.
Yeah. Alright, Floof? Or I'm sorry, Zany's on the back of Satori Mountain. I honestly don't know what GLODDIES is really working on right now.
Maybe he's gonna get some ore deposits for Flint? Question mark?
Maybe?
Yeah, MJ's about to get... Yeah, I think... Okay, I got one right.
You got one.
Let's go.
Fluff is just now doing a goal ring.
Yeah, Fluff is gonna go for goal ring Koroks, 10 goal ring Koroks.
I mean,
which... not my favorite goal.
No. He does have quite a few war points throughout the world, so it might be a little bit easier for him.
Yeah, probably. I'd say so.
But that's still, like, I'm still not quite sure what Zany's working on.
Look at that. A blood moon.
Wow.
Would you look at that? Who would have thought that if you, like, blissed all the way around Hyrule, the game wouldn't like that?
Oh, is Floof doing Linnea Korok?
Yeah. Oh, wait. No? Is it?
It might be Linnea Korok. I'm pretty sure that's a Linnea Korok, but
I think
that
so
was a goal
too.
ring, so that helps.
That absolutely.
Z02 and Z03. See, Jason knows all the numbers. Like, I don't know. I'm learning the 100% route, and I don't know what I would do without Jason. I would have failed it like 800 times by now.
I mean, like, honestly, that's the sort of thing that I won't even attempt at my current, like, free time thing, because I know absolutely that I wouldn't be able to learn everything that I need to learn.
I've done it casually 2.5 times, and I say 2.5 because I did a normal, a master mode, and then I started a third normal, and then that's when I discovered bingo, and then I kind of gave up on my casual playthrough. And then Jason somehow convinced me that learning the 100% route was a good idea. So here I am. That's my goal for this year, is to get on the boards. Not a good time. I just want to get on the board.
Gotta have a time. So long as it's not 60 hours, I think we're fine. As long as
it's not 60 hours, yeah. I think I'm at like 51 for my first playthrough, but I had a lot of mistakes for my first run, so... But I think we're finally seeing Meadow from Zany.
Yes, finally, some quests.
45 minutes in, 5 to 9.
Man, I remember the first tournament, bingo bash. I remember that, like, going for Meadow was one of, like, the quickest things that the runners would do. There would be, like, a runner doing quick-ish goals around the map, and then another runner in the same team. I mean, the first bingo bash wasn't doubles, but you know, whenever you had a team match, that was the strat. Like, somebody would rush the divine beast.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, this is the third bingo bash. The first one was just a 1v1 row, column, or diagonal. And then the second one was a 2v2 lockout, and then this year was also a 2v2 lockout. So
yeah, I think I prefer watching the 2v2 lockouts. The matches are usually a little bit longer. They're more interesting to watch too.
Yeah, and the snipes, while heartbreaking as a runner, is great for the spectators. So love those nail biting.
Say, though, like, there's something about non-lockout games, like seeing how different people approach the same goals. It's also very, very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, it looks like MJ is slowly freeing Nadra. Squirrel's still collecting all those Korok.
I think Squirrel is like... I didn't see how many Koroks he was in.
Yeah, I missed. He has 12, so he's gonna end up with 27 at the end. I can math. Look at that engineering degree.
Let's go. I have a computer science degree and I couldn't do that. Let's go.
I mean, I haven't worked as an engineer since I was in college, and we're not going to say how long ago that was. But, you know, I'll still parade that degree around because I got it, damn it.
Hell yeah, we worked for our degrees, and even though they're not as useful as we expected them to be, but we still got them, and we're proud of it.
I'm still proud of it. 19. So you still need 8 more. Okay. Yay, engineers. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, so I think MJ is gonna be warped back soon enough.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice shot.
That's a good one. Unfortunately, she hit another one. Like, she had hit the eye before, but it was closed still, so it wouldn't take damage.
That's the frustrating part.
Hmm.
Fluff is collecting ore. And Elden. 10 luminous stones. Only one flint, though.
Why luminous stone? Maybe that's just the ores that he found?
Yeah, I think that's just the ores that he found.
Okay. Who do I want first the color? I mean, I love purple, Miss Spock. Mrs. Spock. So I totally get what you mean. But I think she was in pain. So even though, like, aesthetically, the look of her corrupted is cooler, I think it's overall better for her health if she's blue.
Fluff is getting more gold rings. Okay.
You got it.
Alright, so that was obtaining material directly from Nadra. Now she's activating it. So if MJ knows where, which I'm sure she does, but if MJ remembers where to start the quest for that, that would put them at 11, and then Squirrel finishing up the Koroks would be GG? No, that'd be 12.
That'd be 12. So
and we need 13. They would need one more.
They would need one more. And thinking about it, I think it would be a safe bet to say that, like, Squirrel would be going for one of the horse goals.
Possibly.
Because the warp point, I think.
Yeah.
Damn, if GLODDIES were to, like, snipe one of those goals, or both of those goals, even though they're kind of annoying to do, that would be...
That would be huge for them.
That would be huge. That would maybe, like, basically force all Chus must be exterminated to do longer goals, and like, they haven't started any longer goals.
No, they've definitely done the approach of pick a goal, that's what I'm focusing on. Whereas I think GLODDIES were kind of like starting some and then doing something else and now coming back to it.
I think they were like, oh, let's do some setup while we get some stuff done, and fortunately they got some snipes.
Yeah.
Right? But like, playing the long game is not necessarily a bad strat. It's just...
that Lizalfos broke the boulder on that.
Wait, that a thing?
I did not know that chain could break, but that chain snapped. This game surprises me. I have so many hours, and I still find like little stuff I've never seen.
I have literally beaten this game over 700 times.
I didn't know you could rip those off.
Damn. It's been... for how long? It's been like 6 years now?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh. I learn something new every day.
Absolutely. Just... Wow, alright.
You can rip the balls from the ceiling in Moglaton? Why didn't no one tell me this before right now?
That guy.
How did I
struggled
not know
with
that?
those balls for so many times.
Like...
Wow.
Man.
I feel lied to.
Same, like... I feel cheated, you know? Like...
Someone should have told me this sooner.
Okay, so Zany is doing a... Oh, Zany is getting the thing.
Map.
The map.
That is something I have not seen in a while.
Yeah, same. Like, that's rare. We usually just get runners going for you know, a billion wind bombs in mid airs.
You don't even need wind bombs in mid airs. You can do that without it.
Absolutely.
Which is nice.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like you can do meadow like bug limit and still have like a very efficient route.
Yeah, and not need the map. I mean, nothing wrong with doing that. It's just, it's been a while since I've seen anyone. I think, like, I don't know. My kids watch a lot of speedruns, so I'm pretty sure my son does it without the map too. But it's very, like I said, my kids watch speedruns. I'm either the best parent or the worst parent.
I mean, I think it's one of those things that has pros and cons, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I have certainly lost a little bit of my mental health due to speedruns, but I've also gained a lot of bit of my mental health due to speedruns.
Right?
So like,
I think a big con for me is that they watch a lot of speedruns and then they either think they know more than me and try to tell me how to play, or they're like, well, why don't you know that yet? Why aren't you doing that trick? It's like, because that takes a lot of practice to do that trick. I haven't practiced because I'm raising you, so I can ignore you and learn the trick, but...
You could just, you know, turn that back to them and say, well, why don't you learn how to SCW, you know? I feel like that's absolutely something I would say to my kids, and that probably not the best.
Because then they'll go to learn. Like my kid. Well, next time we have some downtime, I'll tell the story of when my daughter was, I think, like 6 or 7, and how she tried to speedrun Wind Waker.
Oh, damn! Like Wind Waker of all games. And 7 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright.
Yeah, let's see. I think we're at a pretty good downtime because Squirrel is just still collecting Koroks. I think Fluff is definitely trying to get the goal rings. Zany is still working on Meadow, and MJ did get the shrine quest. So I'm not quite sure what she's working on. She's heading towards...
I think maybe she's gonna go... Island Stable? That's possibly a little far. You could have gone from, like, Stasis.
Yeah. Or... No, she doesn't have the camera, so it wouldn't be, like, heading towards Gerudo.
Yeah, okay, so... What is it in here? Maybe a gold ring Korok?
There are 3.
What is on the board? Okay. Long goals and horse goals. She's getting a horse.
She's getting the what? Okay.
Okay.
She's getting the white stallion. Okay.
Okay, this may be a bit controversial, but personally, I don't like getting like very good horses for like the extravagant bridle. Because they're a little too fast, and if you have like a little bit of a worse horse, you can get like a good enough time.
Squirrel finally got the 15 linear Korok. So I was about to say, Squirrel had been working on that for a while. So I had a feeling that they were pretty close to being done. Yeah, I prefer to get like, I guess I heard the strat of if you get a horse that was ridden by a bokoblin, that you automatically have like full affinity with it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's not that you already have full affinity with it, it's just that they're docile horses, so they're like bad, kind of. They're not like super fast. But
which makes it really good for like the jumping the fences, because they'll control really easily and stuff. So
okay, it would be huge if Floof got this tonight.
Yeah. Floof needs this. GLODDIES need this, because now they're at an impossible task. They pretty much have to get the rest of the board -1. So, or no, they have to get the rest of the board. Never mind. They have to get the rest of the board.
Yeah, it would be tough at this point.
Yeah.
Not GG yet.
Not GG yet. I mean, if anything, you want to try to force this to the last goal at this point. So.
Their horse mini games are difficult. I mean, if you've got enough practice, they're pretty chill. Like I said before, like I particularly love the horse archery mini game. But that's just because like I've gotten used to doing it a lot for bingos. Usually I like don't settle for getting a bad bow, so I always have like a swallow bow or a falcon bow. That was the worst death possible for Zany there.
Yeah. And Floof. This is time that they can't afford to waste right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm better with the fence jumping one. The archer one, I'm really bad, but also I don't have the patience to go get a good bow for a bingo.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And then I gotta practice, and like, that's so much work.
That's like, for me at least, it's more because like I hate doing it. Like doing it with a bad bow is just a terrible experience, and not having bomb arrows for that goal is also a terrible experience. Why warp to cryo? Probably just because it's a easy BLSS spot instead of like going to stasis, which is kind of like a wind bomb or two away, but not that much of a good step up spot.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Still have to bring the horse to. Yeah, I guess you could still get to Highland. So this spot wouldn't be too bad.
I mean, since you have to have like a registered horse for the minigames, you would absolutely just. Yeah, she got the royal horse, but.
Yes.
Like since she's like registered the horse, she's gonna get to like Highland Stable and then like get the horse there.
Probably do the jumping mini game and then take the horse down to the archery.
Yeah. Man, Floof is insisting on the goal rings.
It's just a gross goal. I mean, I'm not a fan of the goal ring Koroks. I don't know.
I don't particularly like it either, but it seems like Squirrel's also going for goal rings.
Yeah.
But at this point, the only hope that the GLODDIES have is like if MJ struggles really hard with the mini game. Yeah, same. Like doing Meadow with like all the mechanics that are inside of Meadow is kind of a breath of fresh air. If I'm being honest, like it's been so long since I've seen it. I've become so used to speedruns.
Yeah, same. And this one I mean, I guess like if you wanted to learn like some speedrun strats for a Divine Beast, like this is a pretty easy one. So, I'm seeing more and more casual players do some of the speedrunning strats. So it's nice to kind of see like the intended. Oh, got sniped. It's nice to see, like the intended strats to remind you, like, oh yeah, that's what it was supposed to be.
I don't think Squirrel's getting money. I think he's getting flint. He's trying to get flint. Because then he could just have another like setup for Ruby Circlet in case GLODDIES just absolutely snipes both of the horseback goals.
Yeah.
His aim is dead on.
And looks like Floof is gonna get a horse here. So we'll see. I think there are, like, in this little pond where Floof is getting the horse, there aren't any really easy horses to tame, so like that'd be like you said, it would be easier to just get the Boko horse.
Yep.
Probably not blow it up, but you know, that's fine too.
Alright, they got a Boko horse. But no, I just did a casual bingo with Mrs. Spock actually. This past Saturday we were doing a co-op. And I learned that if you feed the horse carrots, it gives you extra spurs. And I never knew that until Saturday. It was an accident because I was just like, I need to feed it something. And I only had a couple of apples. So I was like, oh yeah, I have a couple carrots. And then spurs, extra spurs. I was surprised.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, this game has so many things. Like, if you get the DLC horse gear, it gives you extra spurs. If you feed the horse endure carrots, you get extra spurs. It's just great. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's I had no idea. So yeah, I like those little details. That's what I love about this game. Is just that all those little details. Oh, an MJ.
Okay, yeah. So Floof has a chance here. He just needs 40 rupees to register the horse and to start the mini game.
Yeah, that's why I always make it day when I do this mini game. I have been shocked too many times by those keys.
Yeah. This, like, especially in a thing like this, it's just horrible to have keys around.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter which kind of keys it is. It's just gonna be annoying either way.
Yep.
Okay, we see Zany second part of it's the second half of Windblight. Yeah, this is the sort of time where it would be very useful to have gotten the some like what's it called again? Attack up food?
Yeah.
It really does make this fight a lot easier.
Yeah, I always, if I'm gonna fight something like a Blight or a Hinox, it's always worth just going and getting a little bit of attack up food. Especially with Rito, you can get the Mighty Thistle from the Great Fairy into Bantha, and it speeds it up. It makes it a lot easier, and the faster you can do it, the less likely you are to get sniped and by something. So, all right, MJ got there at 116, but I think
okay, if that's too fast, doesn't she get the saddle? No, she got the bridle.
She got the bridle. Cool. Okay.
Yep, that's GG's.
The saddle is 115, and then the bridle. I always forget which one's which. I know one has to be less than 115, and the other one's less than 130. But that's GG's. So let's bring our runners back in.
Jeez.
Ugh.
All right. Man, that was a match. That was a pretty good match.
That was a good match. I'm still kind of surprised that one Divine Beast wasn't done, but like 12 and 15 Koroks were. GG's.
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 GG's, everyone.
Guys.
What a match! What a match!
So many snipes.
That was
Just
crazy.
like so many snipes.
Yeah, we got sniped a lot off the bat.
Oh no.
Oh.
I mean, oh yay.
Yeah, so like there were a lot of stuff that like we looked at the board and we thought, oh man, like this is the obvious goal. Like you guys are gonna do this. And then y'all just went and did something completely different. So good job.
What was one of those that you thought that people were gonna do?
Divine Beast main quest.
Oh yeah.
Zany started going to Tabantha pretty early, and we're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like Meadow's pretty fast, so we thought we'd see that a long time ago, and it's not even done. So that one was kind of surprising.
Extravagant Bridal, I also thought Squirrel was gonna do that because like you went over there and then you didn't do it like right at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, I went over there. As you saw, I went over
the
there.
Horse quests.
Exactly. Yeah, I just went over there just to get that sneaky elixir. That was it.
Yeah. Like so many of the goals were like that, I think. Like at a lot of times we were just okay, so somebody's doing 15 linear Koroks and then person warps back to plateau and does something completely different. So that happened a lot.
But what did you guys think of the board? Like, what were your initial impressions?
It was good. I just played badly.
My first impression was like, oh my gosh, because all the Divine Beast quests and stuff. But then once we kind of talked it out, I was like, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's at first look. This board is like that. Like at first look, it looks very challenging, but then
I usually try to like star very like quick stuff right off the bat, just to see kind of where are the quick goals, and I literally have 8 things starred. So I feel like this was a very extreme board, like a lot of quote unquote easy stuff and a lot of quote unquote difficult stuff. There didn't seem to be a ton right in the middle. At least my impression was.
That's what we said. Like looking at this board, there's stuff that are gonna be like done in early game, and then there's stuff that's gonna be like later game stuff, and that's how we saw with GLODDIES kind of catching up when like you guys pulled up to 5 goals. Like the goals that you guys pulled up weren't exactly quick goals, but it was just like they were at 1 goal and then 5 goals really quickly because it was like a bit more of setup goals,
Yeah.
Yeah, that Hinox kind of screwed me over pretty badly.
Yeah, we saw you struggle with that one a little bit.
Tough.
Anybody get a count on how many electric keys I had to dodge?
So many.
We just looked at it and we're terrified because that's one of the things I hate the most about going around in Wasteland. Like, it really did surprise me that you went for Wasteland Koroks before you went for Linear Korok.
Yeah, I was kind of confused by that too.
Well, the number of times I've practiced Wasteland Koroks and literally never saw an electric keys the entire time. And then suddenly it comes time to run it in a bingo and they're basically everywhere.
Yeah.
I had no expectation that I was even going to see them.
I was so mad during that jumping game, and that electric keys got me.
Yeah, we saw that, and we're like,
it's the bane of my existence.
I didn't think that they would spawn, but yeah, now I feel justified in making it day.
I was
to do that.
I thought about making it day, but then I wasn't sure if those bocos that are on the horseback hoodlums,
they're not there.
I didn't know if they would be.
They don't come after you if it's during the day.
Yeah,
that's fair though.
Like, I won't worry about it because But
Squirrel, watching you do Lineru Koroks and breaking the chain on the ball, I had no idea that those chains could break.
Neither did I.
You can break those?
Yeah,
you can break those. Yeah.
I think it got like hit by one of the Zalfos while you were like trying to put it in. And I had no idea that those could break. And then Jason's like, yeah, you can break them in Moglaton. And I was like, why did you tell me this before now? Like,
you can break them in Moglaton too?
That's what Jason said. Like,
oh my god, y'all are melting my brain.
Yeah. I was just like, I have way too many hours in this game, and I died to those spiky balls in Moglaton way too many times for someone to just now tell me this.
I mean, I know to put him over the beams, but...
I know, right? Like, I told Katie, I beat this game like over 700 times, and I had no idea that you could do that.
Yeah.
It was.
I had no idea.
It was hilarious because I had at least 2 Lizalfos, if not 3, chasing me at the time, and somehow I was trying to get the ball into the hole, and I think I had stretched it, and then one of them hit me, I think, with an arrow, and then I guess that just did something where it sent me flying, and that broke the chain. And then suddenly I was like, oh, hey, cool, now I can just take the ball wherever I want to.
Yeah, we were just sitting there like shocked because like I had no idea that could happen. Like I thought those chains were indestructible.
That raises a question. Can you take a ball from one Korok and complete another Korok with the ball?
Oh my gosh.
Now, that's a good question.
This changes everything. Okay, I gotta test that.
Yeah.
Someone needs to test this.
Especially the one where you're supposed to put 2, right? You're supposed to put the 2 metal balls and the separate holes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Yeah, that chain would break. That would be handy.
Like, did you guys read that in chat? Like, Sean just said you can fly with the chain with a ball in both hands. I'm sorry.
What? What?
What?
Brain further broken.
This is like this has just been blowing my mind tonight. I'm learning so many things. No.
What?
Wow.
Okay, I have to test this out later.
Yeah, I have no idea what that even means.
Oh my gosh.
This is a night to just remember because I'm just learning so many things.
So much stuff. Like it started.
I couldn't believe it when I got the Panic Blood Moon on Laneru up by Hydra.
Yeah.
I was just like, I've never gotten a Panic Blood Moon on my Switch, I don't think. And I was just like, what? And it was I think it was just struggling to load Nadra in so much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that like whenever you like when I remember when we introduced BLSS to like Doc%, it was a given. Like every run would get a Panic Blood Moon either when you were arriving at Hateno or when you were arriving the first time at Terrytown. Like it was required.
Like by the Eastgate memory. But about Hateno just has like a bunch of Panic Blood Moons.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, this was a really we had a couple of snipes with the 20 bomb arrows was one of the early ones.
And the Wizrobe and the Mop too. I had actually completed those and was looking for them on the board when he marked them, so it was like way too close.
Yeah, those were really close.
We also saw like some attempts like on stuff. So I think it was Floof who had started on doing Spring of Wisdom Shrine Quest.
Yeah, that was a lack of knowledge for me. I thought I could get the quest without freeing Nadra.
Well, like you can, but the person the person that gives you the quest is in Hateno. So you can
Spring quest? Oh
yeah, the spring quest, the person who gives you the quest is in Hateno. So you can open it with the scale that you get from the castle, but you have to go back to Hateno and actually get the quest to activate.
I thought like the goddess statue or something gave it to you. But...
No, there's a quest in Hateno.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad then. Did I miss that?
Yeah. But you know, like that's part of bingo. You know, sometimes we don't
for sure.
know something particularly, so we.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Fruitcake was a funny goal to watch, kind of, because I think it was Zany that like didn't have a second fruit, and
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I didn't have a second fruit.
so like
Oh, I hate
going
when
all
that
the way
happens.
to Bantha and like getting all the stuff, and then damn, I need to go back to Plat to like get apples.
Ah.
I couldn't. Well, I went back to the stable because I thought I could find wild berries there, and I didn't find any.
Oh, but
I was just gonna
they're
say, can't you cook it with 2 wild berries?
I think it has to be 2
You
different types
need
of fruit.
2 different fruits, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
But I couldn't find any wild berries there for some reason.
That's crazy.
That's weird because like
There's-
I
there's
thought there were
absolutely there should
Yeah.
be.
It's supposed to
be
be
a
right there by the
bush.
bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on a
Oh, by the
bush
bridge.
right by the bridge.
Okay. No,
yeah.
that was okay. Never mind. That was human error, not
the
the game.
There is wild berries sitting there, but that's at the Tabantha stable that they're just sitting out.
Right.
Yeah.
near the
Okay, yeah.
stable.
Dang, red
Um,
percent
Yeah, I will
corrupting my
say
memory.
there were a couple times where y'all really kind of shook our brain because we were generally chatting about, okay, what are they probably working on? What are they probably working on? And then all of a sudden it was like fruitcake. It was just kind of like, that is not what
I'm
I thought they
sure
were
me
working
not
on.
marking anything for
Oh.
30 minutes really confused you. It was
Well,
all a
we figured y'all
strategy.
were working on. We figured y'all were working on main quests, kind of taking the longer view.
Yeah, they eventually started on Zany was in the Divine Beast at the end, but we like we said, we thought Meadow was going to go a lot earlier, especially with how early Zany ended up going to Tabantha and
Yeah.
Reno Village. So we were just as confused because like we would see them where they were at. We're like, okay, they're definitely going to start doing Meadow because then that's going to signal that we already have a Divine Beast, so that's kind of maybe a second goal that all Chus might not worry about if they know that one's already done. And then then he started doing the fruitcake and then went to Plateau and then ran off to do something else. So we're like, wait, why is Meadow not done?
Yeah.
And then he ended up going to Zora at some point too. It's just like, wait, what?
Or that was
Sorry.
me that went to Zora.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Floof-
You went to
I don't
Zora.
think
That's
they-
right. Floof went to Zora.
Yeah, as soon as diving as beauty went off the board, we were like, okay, like Varuda, there you go.
Yeah,
Divine
that's
Beast
what we
gonna
thought.
be done, and then it wasn't.
then he
It
left.
was
Yeah, then I went
It-
to like
it-
die to nature a couple times instead of doing the beast.
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, to some extent, that I think that's just a function of the board, right? Where the board kind of pushed everything toward the edges. There wasn't a whole lot in the middle, and so where you like, where I might be thinking, oh, now they're going for a divine beast, right? Actually, there's some easier stuff on the board that needs to go first. So
Yeah.
it feels like that might have just been a function of the board where it kind of forced us to do a lot of easier stuff first.
No, absolutely. I think that's exactly the reason why we saw like this much confusion as we saw like on my part, particularly as I was talking to Katie. I was like, oh, I mean, I think it's a safe bet that this is gonna happen next, and then it never happened.
Nope.
It was.
I got really mad
yeah.
when I got sniped when I got the 2,000 rupees sniped because I devoted way too much time to that goal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
But we were thinking, like, the nice thing about this board is, like, even with the 20 bomb arrows, like, you still collected 15 bomb arrows, which is going to be helpful later on. You were still collecting, like, going up to 2,000 rupees. That still allows you to, like, buy more arrows. It allows you to, like, so it's, it's frustrating because, yeah, you didn't get the goal, but, like, there are worse goals to waste time on.
Absolutely.
Having
Divine
extra
Beast
bomb arrows.
Bomb-Meadow.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being sniped out of Ruby Circlet. Like, that would be
Right.
That would be
absolutely terrible.
I was trying to get the flint to go for that, and I ended up getting, I think, 10 luminous stones and 1 flint, like from all the luminous stone ores I broke.
I had
Yeah, we
also
saw
at one point,
that.
I had also at one point been going for that, and then I went and killed a Talus, and it gave me no flint, and so I just gave up.
I mean, there's a
Dang.
reason why I have a flint emote that says blessed that I like to drop when I'm doing bingos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Squirrel got a lot of rock salt and also
Yeah.
like absolutely godly RNG like right out of the gate with the diamond and the sapphire.
Yeah.
The extra diamond,
Yeah, Zany, if you, as a fellow bread percent runner, if you just wanna have a good laugh, go back and rewatch because the rare ore deposit below the bridge, I got a diamond, a sapphire, and an amber. And then when I went back later, because I was going for 2,000 rupees at that point, when I went back later to get flint, I did the ore deposits up top that I usually go for. Literally nothing but salt. Nothing but salt.
Yeah, what was that RNG?
That was ridiculous.
Just being hateful RNG, yeah.
That was just who would have
Like, well, man, I can make a ton of bread right now, but nope.
Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for fruitcake. I should have made bread, and it would have been better.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to touch on, like on the board, on the bingo, on the match?
Congrats. You guys played
yeah.
pretty well, I assume, but good game.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah,
You guys played pretty well.
definitely GG. Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Thanks. Yeah, good game to y'all too.
It was a
Definitely had
very
us
good match.
nervous. There were several points where we were pretty nervous about what was going to be going down next. So definitely GG.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks again. This was a fantastic match. I'm trying to look to see if we have another match scheduled officially.
Thursday, I think
Thursday,
we have another one
Thursday
at the same time.
at noon, I think.
Yeah. Right.
Noon Eastern. So
yeah.
So that is our next scheduled match. Thanks again to our runners, GLODDIES, and the All Chus Must Be Exterminated. Thanks again, Vlad, for co-hosting this with me. It was fantastic.
Well, thank you, Katie. That was an amazing match to comment.
It was. Thanks again to Jason, who has been doing all of our restreaming. The trooper that he is, always being there to restream, and yeah, all of the people behind the scenes that are putting this on. This takes a lot of time and effort to run this, and the runners have been fantastic with making sure that things are getting scheduled, and we're really trying to make sure that this is finished before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. So really appreciated that our runners have been being able to get these done. So Jason, I don't know if you have any other things you want to say. I don't know where we're rating.
No, I think you covered everything. Yeah, we have the match Thursday at noon, and hopefully more get scheduled for bingo action. So we're just in round 2. So actually the winner's bracket has advanced through. Okay, we have one more round 3 match, but it hasn't been scheduled yet. So we are going to raid. I don't see anyone else who's doing Breath of the Wild on right now. So we're going to raid someone who organizes one of the other charity marathons that I help restream, a variety pack, and she organizes a charity marathon called Rejects and Friends, and she's also going to be on Hotfix, GDQ Hotfix coming up later this week or next week. I can't remember, but anyway, she hates Zelda speedruns, so naturally she's running Skyward Sword HD 80%. So we're gonna go cheer her on. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you.
Yep. See you. GG again.
All right,
see
thanks,
y'all.
guys.
GG's.
Thank you.
GG.
GG's.